Hi guys, welcome to this bonus video looking at the Winchester N2 prototype submachine gun. If you haven't already seen it, I would highly recommend that you check out our full episode on the Winchester experimental submachine guns for an in-depth rundown. I filmed the reassembly of the N2 after we'd stripped it, but we didn't have room for all of the footage in the main video, so I thought we'd share it separately. My thanks of course to the Cody Firearms Museum at the Buffalo Bill Centre of the West for allowing me to examine and film the N2, and a big thank you to Danny Michael, the CFM's assistant curator, for helping me to strip the prototype. You'll see us both reassembling the N2 in this video. Here we can see the N2 disassembled into its major parts. Sadly we weren't able to remove the bolt when disassembling. One quick thing to note is that before we began filming, we reseated the trunnion and replaced the pin that held it in place. We also reattached the recoil spring cover assembly and the nose cap. Okay, to reassemble, we start by placing the magazine housing and ejector assembly back into the receiver. The trigger guard interfaces with a notch in the side of the housing which helps secure it in place. The trigger guard, and by extension the magazine housing, is held in place by just one screw, located just in front of the trigger guard. We then reinsert a pin in the rear of the gun, which holds the receiver end cap in place. Once the end cap is in place, we can reattach the gun's folding wire stock. This is held in place by a small pin which holds the two sides of the stock together. Then we reattach the weapon's pistol grip. Securing it with a screw. Next up we need to replace the magazine catch before reattaching the aluminium side plates. First in goes the catch itself with the button spring, then the magazine release button screws into the catch from the other side of the gun. The left side plate can then be reattached. Another screw at the rear of the receiver tightens the end cap into the receiver. The right side plate can then be screwed back into place, as well as another receiver screw. Danny then cycles the N2 to check its function. Here we can see just how difficult to cock the N2 is, something that was appreciated by Winchester's engineers at the time. Danny has to reach into the breech and pull the bolt back with his finger to cock the weapon. While some lubricant would have helped, the N2's recoil spring is extremely strong. Danny then lets the bolt go home. Here we have the N2 reassembled, and we can see the gun with its stock folded. I hope you enjoyed this bonus video, guys. If you haven't already checked out our full episode and blog on Winchester's experimental submachine guns, please do. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye guys.